So, like they're asking, the first question is daily costs for a manufacturer include $1,000 of fixed cost. Total variable costs are shown below. If you are producing 10 units, the cost is $125. Okay. If you are producing 11 units, the cost is $250 for 12, 400 for 13, 525 for 14, 700 for 15, 825. The average total cost at an output level of 11 units is what? So first, what is the formula of what is average total cost? See, first of all, average is sum of the observations by number of observations. Yeah. So total cost divided by number of units will give you average total cost. Okay. Or else if you have if you have average of both, because total cost also means fixed cost
This variable cost.
plus variable cost. Both, if we have average fixed cost and we have average variable cost, then we have average total cost as well. Okay.
Okay.
This also can be done. Now, so average total cost equals the variable cost plus fixed cost, and that too I'm saying average
Okay.
at a given level of production divided by output at that level of production. Okay. So first, it's very simple. We will do that with the help of a table. Output 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this is the output. Then we have the variable cost. Okay. What is the variable cost given to us? 125.
125.
Okay. And this 125 is for 10 units. Fine. They're
Yes.
asking, yeah, average total cost at an output level of 11 units. So I think we need not do all this table also. Only for 11 units also we can find out the cost. So I'll just do till here. 11 units, it is 250, right? Variable cost
Yes.
for 11 units. For 10 units, it was 125. For 11 units, it's not per unit. If they would have, if it was per unit, they would have mentioned. It is 250 for 11 units. Okay.
Okay.
Fixed cost. Fixed cost is always fixed. Yeah. If it is per unit, they would have mentioned. Fixed cost is always fixed for any level.
Yes.
So total cost, because we are doing average, right? But the aim is to do average cost. So it is 1125. It is 1250. And then the output is already given to us. Now average total cost is average. They are asking average total cost for 11 units. So average total cost is nothing but total cost, which is 1250. Okay, divided by
Okay.
number of units, 11. How much? How much? What?
113.63.
113.63. So the answer is 113.64. This is the average total cost for 11 units. Shall we move forward?
Yes.
Company produced the following data rounded on its product: number of units, fixed cost, variable cost, total cost, marginal cost. You should be knowing marginal cost is nothing but the difference between the two fixed costs, two total costs. Why total cost? For producing one extra or additional unit of output, how much is the like incremental cost you are incurring? That is $55, right?
Okay.
Then they have given the marginal revenue as well. That is the differences of two revenues, but they haven't given like the revenue data to us, so they have themselves given the marginal revenue figures. If 2 units of product were produced and sold, the total contribution margin will be, okay. So if 2 units, so we have to take the data of 2 units. We know contribution is equal to revenue minus variable cost, right?
Yes.
So yeah, so total revenue, now we have the marginal revenue here. So marginal revenue is nothing but if you have made 1 unit, the revenue you incurred is the revenue you not incurred, sorry, you earned is 90. For 2 units, marginal revenue, the incremental revenue is 90, right? Incremental
Yes.
if you made. So total revenue for 2 units would be 180. Is
Money.
it right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So total revenue, marginal revenues for 1 unit of product whatever you have made, you have earned a revenue of 90. For second extra unit whatever you have sold, you have got extra $90 of revenue. This $90 is extra. This is the addage to this previous 90. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir. Okay.
So total revenue for 2 units is 180. We got the revenue, that is sales 180, and minus variable cost for 2 units. That is how much?
85 and 70.
No, this is unit cost, per unit cost. That means for 2 units it would be 140. Okay.
Okay.
Per unit, yeah, they have given very clearly unit cost. So what is that? 40. Is it right? The contribution is 40. Correct?
Yes, sir.
The answer is 40. You want to note it and we'll move forward.
Yes, sir. Just give me.
Yeah.
Okay, done.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Question number 3. Now, if a firm currently producing 500 units, okay,
Okay.
of output incurs total fixed cost of $10,000. So fixed cost is $10,000. Total variable cost is total fixed cost and total variable cost. $15,000. Total is $25,000. They're asking per unit. So 25,000 divided by 500 is how much? We'll get the average total cost per unit. Average is
50.
total cost divided by number. Sorry?
50.
50. That's the answer. Okay. Shall we move forward?
Yes.
Just solve this question. What is this fourth one? Regardless of output, a firm has $4,000 a year in total fixed cost, right?
Mm.
The same firm has an average variable cost of $3 while producing 1,000 units of output. That means variable cost is $3,000, correct? Total variable
Yes.
cost. And see, we don't know, they have given us the $4,000 of total fixed cost. So total fixed cost is $4,000, and here the per unit variable cost is $3, because the answer is in per unit wise. I'm saying per unit fixed cost is 4,000 divided by 1,000, right? The 1,000 units of output, right?
Yes. 4,000 is fixed cost.
Fixed cost per unit fixed cost is $4.
Okay.
See, whatever you make, it's 4,000 only, right? So here the
Yeah. Yes.
mentioned number of units is 4,000.
Mm.
And again, if a firm decides to produce 1,000 units, what will be its average total cost? So what do you
Okay.
say? 4 plus 3, 7?
Yes.
Shall we move forward?
Yes.
What is this data? Okay, fact pattern for next questions. Total units of product are given. Average fixed cost is given. Average variable cost is given. Average total cost is given. Marginal cost of producing the ninth unit is. Marginal cost is equal to the, we have to get total cost, right?
Okay.
So the average total cost is given to us, but we want total cost. So marginal cost of, yeah. So how come we can produce the total cost? You have to multiply this with this, multiply this with this, multiply. You'll get total cost. Can you find out that?
Yes. The total number of units into total cost. Average total cost.
Average total cost. Yeah, yeah.
Only for ninth for or for all.
For ninth and for eighth and ninth. Because after producing 8 units, the extra additional unit what you're going to produce is ninth unit, right? So for that extra cost, what you're incurring, that we want to know. Understood?
Yes.
Hello? Yeah, yeah. So tell me, 34.75 into 8 is how much?
278.
278. We got the total cost. And then for this,
303.75.
what's the difference between these two, 8th and ninth?
25.75.
Next, sixth question. The sum of average fixed cost and average variable cost for a given output is known as,
Average total cost.
yeah, seventh one. The change in total product resulting from the use of 1 unit more of variable factor is known as
Marginal product.
marginal product. Yes. So whatever we made, the next additional unit, whatever we are making, definitely that is going to be from the use of 1 unit more of variable factor. Variable factor can be labor or any factor, right?
Yes. Yes.
Factor of production. Yeah. How many questions are there in this?
You have 14, 8, some 18, I think so, 18.
The first unit, 16,
Yes.
I think.
16. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll do this one, 8 one. We'll do some 10 questions.
Okay.
Small delivery company received an order that requires 9 deliveries lasting 2 hours each on the same day. So a small delivery company received an order and they have to do 9 deliveries lasting 2 hours each on the same day. That means each delivery will take 2 hours on the same day. Company owns two vans that together can make 8 trips per day.
Okay.
And company can rent a van on a daily hour basis for $72. Fuel cost is $20 per trip. Company has several van drivers, each of whom earns $30,000 annually and is expected to make 1,000 deliveries each year. The marginal cost of the 9 delivery is. So we know that marginal cost is nothing but the additional cost of producing one extra unit of output, right? So if
Yes.
company makes the ninth delivery, it will what is the cost is going to incur. The company can rent a van on a daily 8-hour basis for $72. This is its cost. Okay,
Fuel.
van rent. Okay, and $20 fuel cost, correct?
Yes.
And van driver salary is, fixed actually. It is not going to change,
Mm.
like even they deliver more or deliver less.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and the marginal cost of ninth delivery is they are asking. So definitely, like the company can rent a van on daily 8-hour basis for $72. So now if it is like eighth, like delivery they are going to do, in the sense they are saying which delivery, 9 delivery. So for
The
8
delivery.
delivery, what is the cost they're going to incur? 72
Seven.
for van rent for the whole day, and $20 fixed cost is per trip, right?
Yes.
So like only for extra one unit from 8 to ninth, only for extra one unit, that is from 8th unit to ninth unit, the additional incremental cost they're going to incur is the same thing, right? For
Yes.
eighth one also $72, they are ninth one also $72, they are going to pay the rent, and $20, and the fuel cost is $20 per trip.
Yes.
Okay, $92, the additional
Same.
cost, right?
Yeah, okay. For both. Okay.
Shall we move forward?
Yes.
Ninth one, firm produces only 5 units of output, total variable cost is 400, total fixed cost is 200. Then they're asking,
Mm.
so total variable cost $400, total fixed cost $200. So this is, they are making how many units? 5
5 units.
units. Marginal cost is for one additional unit, right?
Mm.
Yes, for one additional extra unit.
Yes.
Okay. So if I take up in this way, 120 is the marginal cost they are saying. So we produce only 5 units, right?
Yes.
But we have the things for the total. So total variable cost. So we will find out average variable cost 400 by 5. Correct? So $80.
Yes.
So is that matching directly?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Next. 10th one you have to do.
An organization says.
An organization sales revenue is expected to be $72,600. A 10% increase over last year. Okay.
Okay.
And for the same period, total fixed cost is 22,000. So fixed cost $22,000 are expected to be the same as last year. If number of units sold is expected to increase by 110, number of units they are expecting to is increased by 110, the marginal revenue per unit will be what? So marginal revenue is nothing but the extra revenue what you're earning from one additional extra unit what you're selling, right?
Yeah.
So marginal revenue can also be found in this way: increase in revenue by increase in units
Cost.
sold.
Okay.
Okay, that's what is marginal revenue, right? Per unit revenue we are taking.
Revenue. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Increase.
per unit, yeah, so extra, that extra revenue by extra units what you have extra made out,
To
additional
sold.
from the units what you already hold. Okay, so we know that the organization sales revenue is expected to be 72,600.
And increased by 10%.
A 10% increase over last year. That means last year it would have been something else, correct?
Yeah.
So we will see that if I divide by 110%, okay, so I'll get the, this is the increased revenue, right? Can I get the exact revenue? Hello?
Before 10%. Yes, sir.
Yeah, before, this is after 10% increase, the revenue is this. Before 10% increase, the revenue would be, just tell me, divide and tell me, or 100 plus 10, 110. Okay, 110 represents 72,600. How much is it? How much is it for 100? How much? Hello.
66,000.
This was the previous revenue. So what is the marginal revenue? 72,600 minus 66,000, right?
Yeah.
So what is the answer?
6,600.
And the additional units what you're making is 1100. So this is marginal revenue. Marginal revenue by marginal units, I can say, or extra units, right?
Yeah.
So 1100 units. Okay, 66,000 divided by 1100. What's the answer?
6.
Right?
Yeah.
Fine. So we'll take a small break and continue with the next topic. Shall we do that in 5 minutes?
Okay.
Because this is done, right? Yeah.
Yeah. This topic is done.
Yeah. So 6 questions you can do. We'll go with the next ones. Just calling in 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.